Our work is underway in South Africa this week to restore vital services like water and electricity after extreme weather left over 400 people dead. The flooding was among the worst ever on record in South Africa. Thousands of homes have been destroyed, and the government says it will take days, if not weeks, before a semblance of normal life can resume, particularly in the worst affected areas around Durban. Well, covering the story for us is our South Africa correspondent Nadine Theron, and she's on the line for us right now. Nadine, what's the latest this Monday?
Well, it's still raining, that's the first thing. It's still raining and many roads are still underwater, and because of those roads and the bridges having collapsed, many communities are isolated and they're basically stuck on islands. And the government is working tirelessly to clear these roads. But in the meantime, schools are supposed to reopen tomorrow. Children are returning to schools, but hundreds of schools have been damaged and dozens of hospitals have also, or healthcare facilities have been damaged. And 40,000 people have been displaced. Many areas are still without access to fresh water, and the government said that the water supply will only be fully restored by this weekend. So people are taking water fresh. They're trying to use the flood water to use for basic household activities. And in the meantime, the rescue workers are still recovering as bodies. Dozens of people are still missing, and we know that 3 rescue workers have already died this past weekend while trying to recover bodies. Around 200 rescue operations have already taken place, and it could take months for some of these roads and bridges to be rebuilt, for people to have proper access and quick access to schools, workplaces and hospitals.
A lot of work to do. How is the government now responding?
So the extent of the damage to infrastructure alone has been estimated to be more than 200 million euros. The Premier of the province has requested for this provincial disaster to be declared as a national disaster in South Africa. President Cyril Ramaphosa has postponed his diplomatic mission to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and he's actually going to stay in South Africa now to focus on the flooding recovery efforts. Other provinces in the country are now also sending rescue teams. Rescue teams from around the country have been traveling to KwaZulu-Natal to assist, and 10,000 troops from the military are going to arrive in KwaZulu-Natal tomorrow. Many of them are plumbers and electricians. They're going to fix the problems with the roads and the electricity and the water supply, and they're also going to help with setting up a field accommodation and water purification. And in the meantime, the government isn't said that they can't cope alone. They really rely on efforts from across the country to assist them.
Nadine Theron, live for us in Cape Town. Thanks very much.